What's up, guys? This is the multi-dimensional trading video series. This is video part 7 or number 7. What we're going to get into today is how to go with the trend, how to go with the flow of the market, right? That is rule number 1. Is how to go with the flow of that market, right? Don't go against the grain, go with the flow of the market. What we're going to focus on is Friday session, right? This is Friday session, the beginning of the day, the 1 hour candle at 7 o'clock, and the 8 hour candle. These are the first 2 hours that we are going to focus on. And as you can see, they were going with an up bar. They were going in an uptrend, an upflow. Very strong volume to the upside. Very strong volume to the upside. So what do? We want to go down to our lower time frame and go with that flow. Right? We don't want to go against that grain. We don't want to look for short trades if we know the large time frames are pumping. We want to only take the pullbacks to go up, the pullbacks to go long, right? The break and retest to go long. We're looking for those, the break evens to go long. We're looking for the pullbacks to the 369-day EMA to go long. Whatever we have in our arsenal to take the trade on to go with that large time frame flow, right? The 1 hour was going this way. The 2 hours was going this way. The 4 hour candle was going this way. The daily candle was going up. Right? We don't want to go against the large time frame. We want to go with that flow. And using the concepts that we've learned through videos in part 1 through part 6, these are the concepts that we're going to apply to go with the flow of the large time frames. Okay, so let's go down to our 1 minute candle. Okay, so Friday session starting at 7 o'clock. This is where 7 o'clock started. Okay, to the end, 9 o'clock. So this whole session right here is the 2 hour candles. We're trading inside of those 2 hours. These were the 2 hours that we're trading inside of. This is the breakdown of those 2 hours on the 1 minute candle. Right? We can understand that the flow was going to the upside. Now all we have to do is wait for our setups, wait for the setups that we learned in videos 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 that we can take, right? We're waiting for those trades to give us a cue to enter so we can go with that flow. But we're being mindful that the direction of the market is up, right? We're not going to sit here and take a different kind of trade because we have to be mindful that the direction is going to the upside. So the only trades that we're looking for is the ones going with the trend, not against the flow of the large time frame. That's a very important thing to keep in mind when trading on any day trade, right? Or trading period. If you're doing swing trading and you're going against the flow of the monthly candle, well, why would you do that, right? Even though you're trading on the daily candle. Don't go against the flow of the market. Go with the flow, because that's where all the gains lie. Okay? Remember, we only need 50 to 100 points. And from the lows of that 1 hour, these are the lows of that 1 hour, all the way to the highs of that 9 o'clock hour, that was about 209, 210, 212 points. Remember, we only need 50 to 100 points per run. Right, per day, and we're done. We're done. So let's break this down. This was at 7 o'clock hour. 7:30 comes up. The market opens right here on this candle right here. It goes red, comes out, breaks up, breaks down, goes all the way up. Now, to get back in, to take that trade in, we can see the direction the market has given us. It came out strong. It pulls back to a level of support. Okay, the break up and the retest. This is A1 strategy, right? It broke up. Okay, we can see the direction. Great. Now we're just waiting for it to come back and bounce off of support. Or we got our order sitting down here at support. Enter. Ride it up. Okay. Look at the 369-day EMA on this 1 minute candle right here. The chart is doing the same thing over and over. Okay, it break up And what did it do? It came back down and retested the 369-day EMA, spiked right off of it. Okay, remember, you only need 50 to 100 points, so all you have to do is catch a few moves with the trend and wait for them to come to you versus trying to force it. And you'll see them because they're going to show up over and over on this chart. Okay, so it was moving. It's nothing clear within these candles as far as I like to see, right? For as my quality, for as me to risk my capital. But then when I got this break above this high and then a retest back to it, that was my setup, right? That was the setup to get into. That was it. And then nice pump, right? Break up on these, breaks the high and retest or break evens like we've explained in video number 5, right? Or video number 4, break evens, right? It busts up, breaks through that high. People maybe want to go short here. They did not succeed to go short, so when it comes back down, they will be buyers here. That's where we buy. And as you can see, large buying pressure. The professionals are buying here. The smart traders are buying here. And also the people who went short, they have to buy their positions back here. So there it goes. Maybe they're not aware of the larger time frames. Maybe they're not aware of the 1 hour, the 2 hour, the 4 hour. Okay, that's on them. But what we're looking at is the flow of the large time frames. The daily is going up at this point. The 4 hours going up at this point. The 1 hour, the 2 1-hour candles, fat going green. We're just looking for pullbacks within these time frames to take our trades on so we can go with that flow. This is how you make it. This is how you have real strong confidence as to which direction the market is going when you come down to enter on these smaller time frames, because there's so many times to enter on the smaller time frames to make money with that trend. Remember, this is the NASDAQ. It's very volatile, so you're going to be able to make funds rather quickly when you're going with the trend. Okay, first trade of the day. We got to see the market open. You didn't have to touch it. Let it chill, let it go up, let it do its thing, because it's got to pull back to some type of support. If the market traded this way, it's going to pull back to some type of support. And it did. It pulled back to the base, the high that it kind of broke out of when the market opened. Pulled right back to that base, and then it reversed. And that was the bottom of the day, right? That was the bottom of the New York session right there, right? Basically. The bottom of those first 2 hours, right? Those entries are nice and clean. Then you got that break above this high, because right now it's trending, it's trending, it's trending. You could be in that trade from here. Yeah, you could be in that trade from the EMA as well, or you could have got out right back into these highs, right? I would have preferred to get out and then wait for something else to set up, and it did. Okay, didn't take long. Because this is the 1 minute candle. This is just a few minutes of waiting, right? Just a little bit of patience. You're waiting for that solid A1 setup to where you know you're very confident in that trade. Instead of just taking any of these candles that you see, right? We know the direction is up, but we're still looking for our A1 setup. Okay, so we got that break up. Retest. Very nice entry. Okay, broke this high. Came back down to retest this level. Spike back up. Okay. Now, after that break and then it going back up, I'm not sitting here after I see that. I'm not looking to get in a long trade, right? It needs to show me something else that is going to say, hey, we're still in a long position. Okay, I know the trend is long, but the price action isn't giving me exactly what I need to see. Until we got this break of structure here. Okay, I can't show you guys the 30-second candle, but if you've seen the 30-second candle, it would look the same. It would look like a break up and a retest, because that's what happened. We got a break up and it came back down, retested this level, and then continued. Okay, continued. Now, I did not take that trade. This trade, very solid. Understood it, right? We had this consolidation period. We had that liquidity grab. Break up. Come back down. Retest the level that it just broke. Continuation. Break, which is the break up. Come back down to retest this level. Continuation. We took this trade, however, which was the end of it. We had that strong breakup. We seen the level nice and clean. It was an A1 setup for me. Okay, that was an A1 setup for me. Nice clean hook over, back to the retest, enter, and then we let it ride. Okay, and got out. Now, the trend changed when you didn't get that full break and retest. We didn't get a nice fat break above this high. We got 1, 2 candles, barely above it, and then quick rejection, next candle rejection. We didn't get that break above this high and then a retest of it. And that's when the trend changed. And it never came back after that. Okay? That's exactly when the trend changed. Is when we didn't get that sustained run above the high. That's when it was noticeable. But we don't even have to worry about it past 9 o'clock. If you're looking at it at 7 o'clock to 9, those first 2 hours is plenty time to get in with that trend. Those first 2 hours, we understood the direction that we had, and that's all we needed. We're confident in the direction. Now all we need to see is our pullback to the 369-day EMA, our pullback to the highs, right? Our pullback to the highs that got broken, our pullback to the highs that got broken, our pullback to the highs that got broken, and that's it. You see how I'm saying it over and over and over because it's repetitive. It's happening over and over and over. So there's no need to rush. There's no need to feel like you missed anything because the only thing you're waiting on is your clear, concise, repetitive entry. Something that happens on this chart over and over and over again. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for those clear patterns, those clear indications, those clear setups that happen repetitively, right? Within the trend, within the larger time frame. And remember, all we have to do is understand that this thing is going up or it's going down. And that's all we have to know. Then we just jump down to our lower time frames and then we implement those lessons. We implement our methods that we have, right? Which is the break and retest, right? Break and retest of the structure, break and retest of the 369-day EMA. We implement that to continue to go with the trend. Okay, and remember, we only need 50 to 100 points, so this thing ran so many points, 200. But within those 200 points, how many times could you have gotten 50? Right? How many times could you grab 30, 40 points on the pullback? Let's do the math. On this one right here, this nice clean one, this very nice clean one, it broke up, retested this level. You could have your order sitting right here. That first breakup to where it started to get salty and started to turn red, that was 70 points. Just this run right here alone. This break up and retest 70. Okay. Just right there. Okay. We can measure this one off the EMA. That break up. Have your order sitting there at the EMA. That first trend up. That's 40 points. That's 1, 2, 3 minutes. Okay. This one was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes. Okay. There goes 70 points. There goes 40 points. It's already over 100 something points. Remember, there's so many points to get. Even though this was a 200 something point run from top to bottom, within this run, how many points can you really acquire? Just knowing which way the trend is. This is how you go with the trend. This is how you go with the flow of the market. I know everyone's heard from other traders, the trend is your friend. Well, it really is your friend. The way we use these methods in multidimensional trading is just how you get into the trade using the trend. Okay? And that is it. That is it. This has been lesson number 7, part 7. Number 8, part 8 is coming soon. You guys practice, paper trade, like and subscribe to the videos. This is how you do it. Just practice, repetitive over and over, because the chart is going to do the same things over and over. You're just looking for it to do the same things over and over. And once you see your setup, you take it. Once you see your setup, you take it. Once you see your setup, take it. You see your setup, take it. That's it. And if you're going with the flow of the market, you're good. Okay? You're good. If you're trying to take longs and it's coming down hard and red, well, you should probably turn that around and take the shorts. Take the pullbacks for the shorts. As simple as that. Like, subscribe. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.